Hey, what's up everybody? Ben here from blogwithben.com, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through the process and show you how to monetize your YouTube channel by joining the YouTube Partner Program. Whether you're just starting out or you've been creating content for a while without monetizing it, this video is your step-by-step guide to unlocking the potential of your YouTube channel. We'll cover everything from the basics of the YouTube Partner Program, eligibility requirements, how to apply, and even tips on implementing revenue strategies on your channel. Now, real quick, before we get started, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all of the YouTube and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. All right, with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so before we go through the steps of monetizing a YouTube channel with the YouTube Partner Program, I want to quickly go over the guidelines and policies that are required in order for you to even apply for monetization and join the YouTube Partner Program. Alright, so there are 6 requirements. The first one is that you need to follow YouTube's channel monetization policies, and I've linked to them in the video description below for you to review, but compliance with these policies is required when you accept a partner agreement with YouTube. Second, you need to live in a country or region where the YouTube Partner Program is available. Again, I've linked to the approved areas in the video description below for you to review if you need to. Third, you can't have any active community guideline strikes on your channel. And you'll know if you have a strike because YouTube will tell you via email and your video will be taken down. The fourth requirement is to make sure you have two-step verification turned on for your Google account. And you can do that in your YouTube Studio by going to the Earn tab. And then towards the upper right corner, there should be this Before You Apply notification, letting you set up two-step verification. Just click on it there. And then when you click Continue, you'll be redirected to Google Security, where you could turn on the two-step verification. Now, if you don't see that notification in your YouTube Studio for some reason, you can just manually go to your Google account, and then in the left-hand sidebar, click on Security. And from here, open the two-step verification tab and follow the steps to set that up. Moving on to the fifth requirement, which is you need to have the advanced features enabled on your YouTube channel settings. And you could check to see if they're enabled within your YouTube Studio by opening your settings, located in the bottom left corner there. And then open the Channel tab. Then select Feature Eligibility. And from here you'll be able to manage your access to the standard, intermediate, and advanced features. Each one has its own set of requirements that you can review by opening the tab. And as you can see, the advanced features include the ability to apply for monetization. Then on the right are the requirements. And this particular set of features requires that you have both standard and intermediate features enabled, as well as one of the following listed here. So once you've met all of those requirements and you've enabled all 3 feature sets, you'll have met the advanced feature requirement for the YouTube Partner Program. Then the final requirement is that you need to have one active Google AdSense account linked to your YouTube channel. But the good thing about this is that YouTube walks you through the process during the application process once you become eligible to apply to the YouTube Partner Program. And I'll walk you through those steps in just a bit. Next, speaking of eligibility, let's quickly go over how you can become eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to quickly go over and review the eligibility requirements for the YouTube Partner Program. In addition to the policy and guideline requirements that we just went over, YouTube has some eligibility thresholds that they require each channel to meet before allowing you to apply to the YouTube Partner Program. And you can review what those thresholds are and even see your current status here within your YouTube Studio. Simply open the Earn tab And from here, YouTube has this cool little status indicator that lets you see where you're at in terms of being eligible for the partner program. So let's review this really quick. The first requirement is that you need to get 1,000 subscribers. Then you'll need to reach one of these milestones listed below in addition to having 1,000 subscribers. So you can either get 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months or 10 million valid public shorts views in the last 90 days. Now, I haven't created any shorts at the moment for this channel, so I'll need to get 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 public watch hours in the last year, which I'll get in a few moments when I refresh the page. Now, when you first start out, there will be a Get Notified button here that you can click to tell YouTube to notify you when you reach these milestones. That way you don't have to keep coming back here to see when you're eligible. And speaking of that, let's head over to my new YouTube channel where, as you can see, I'm really close to having 1,000 subscribers. So let's refresh the page really quick. And perfect. I have now met the eligibility requirements by having over 1,000 subscribers, and I have more than 4,000 public watch hours in the past 12 months. I've also met the additional 6 policy and guideline requirements that we went over in the beginning of the video. So next, let me walk you through the YouTube partner application process. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to apply to the YouTube Partner Program so that you can start earning revenue with your content. And at this moment, you more than likely have met the threshold and are eligible to apply. If not, please review the policy and guidelines we went over earlier in the video to ensure that you can apply. But either way, once you meet those requirements, here's how you can apply to the YouTube Partner Program. Okay, first, open the Earn tab in your YouTube Studio. Then this time, you should see an Apply Now button. So go ahead and click that button to start the application process. And I love that YouTube has simplified this into 3 easy steps, all outlined here, making the application process as streamlined as possible. So starting with step number 1, review base terms. Go ahead and click on where it says Start, and you'll be presented with the YouTube Partner Program base terms. These contain general terms that apply to all monetization features on YouTube, as well as how your content can impact your payments. So I highly recommend reading through this. And I know the legal stuff can get kind of mind-numbing, but it's still important. So read through the base terms, and when you're ready, scroll down to the bottom and check the box next to where it says, I accept the base terms. Then click the Accept Terms button. And in a few seconds, step number 1 will be done. You'll get this green little done notification letting you know that the step has been complete. All right, moving on to step number 2, which is to sign up for Google AdSense. And again, I love this because YouTube has really streamlined the process by including signing up for AdSense in the application. And if you're brand new to Google AdSense, it basically provides a way for you to earn money from your online content. AdSense works by matching ads to your site or channel based on your content and visitors. And the ads are created and paid for by advertisers who want to promote their products. And in order to be a part of the YouTube Partner Program, you need to have a verified Google AdSense account and connect it to your YouTube channel. So to get started, go ahead and click where it says Start in step number 2. Next, you'll need to select your current AdSense status. So click that drop-down menu, and from here, you'll tell YouTube that you either have an existing AdSense account or that you don't have an account or you just don't know. I already have an AdSense account, and if you do have an account, it's very important that you don't create a new AdSense account for your YouTube channel. This could cause delays in your application process, and please note that you can link multiple channels to a single AdSense account. So if you already have an AdSense account, you'd select Yes from that list. If you don't know if you have an account or not, just select I don't know and complete the flow. But again, for the sake of this example, I'm acting as if I'm brand new, so I'll select No, I don't have an account. And then YouTube does a great job of explaining the process right here. On the next screen, you're going to choose the Google account that you want to create an AdSense account with. You'll then be redirected to AdSense to create your new AdSense account. Then when you're done, you'll be redirected back to YouTube. So to start the process, click the Continue button. Next, you'll want to select the Google account that you want to associate the AdSense account with. So let me do that really quick. Next, you'll want to make sure that your channel URL is correct. If you're coming directly from your YouTube channel, this field will contain your channel's URL by default. Then you'll select your billing country or territory. So from that drop-down, select the one that pertains to you. Then you'll be presented with the AdSense for YouTube terms and conditions. Go ahead and read through those really quick and check the box next to where it says, I have read and accept the agreement. Then go ahead and click the Setup Account button. And again, since I already have a Google AdSense account, I'm not going to create a new one. But after you click the Setup Account button, you'll be taken through the AdSense account setup process where you'll fill out the last details of your profile. And if you're setting up a new account, you'll need to provide your personal information, including your address. And please keep in mind that it's very important to enter your payment address and name correctly because Google will mail you crucial documents to verify your information at different points in the AdSense setup process. Then once everything is entered in the AdSense profile flow and you've checked to ensure that it's all accurate, you can submit it. From there, Google AdSense will redirect you back to your YouTube Studio, where you'll see a message verifying receipt of your AdSense for YouTube account application. From here, the AdSense review process will begin, which usually takes about 2 to 3 days, but can take up to 2 weeks in some cases. Once approved, you'll see confirmation within YouTube Studio in the step number 2 card that your AdSense for YouTube account is approved and active. Then once your AdSense account is set up and approved, the review process for your acceptance into the YouTube Partner Program will begin. This too can take a few days up to a few weeks to process, but you'll be notified by email once you've been approved. Now, even after you're approved to join the YouTube Partner Program, there's still a few steps you need to take before you can get paid, and I'll walk you through those steps in just a bit. But first, let me connect my current Google AdSense account to this YouTube channel really quick. So this time from the drop-down menu, I'm going to select Yes, I have an existing account, and then click the Continue button. Next, I'll choose which Google account I want to use for AdSense for YouTube. Note, if you already use AdSense for other reasons outside of YouTube, sign in with the Google account used with your existing AdSense account. Okay, then review to make sure this is the correct account you want to continue with, and it is, so I'll click the Continue button. Then my channel URL will be here by default since I came directly from YouTube, so go ahead and click the Setup Account button to start the process. And then in a few moments, you should be redirected back to YouTube. You can click that Redirect to YouTube button if it's taking too long, but it's really that simple. Then back at YouTube, it may take a few seconds to go through. You can tell it's working by this little line going across the screen there at the top. Just give it a few seconds to do its thing. And then you should be presented with the green Done notification, letting you know that the Google AdSense account has been linked. Then step number 3, YouTube will review my channel to make sure it complies with their monetization policies. This can take a few days, up to a month, so you'll need to be patient while they review your channel. But once they're done and you meet the requirements, you'll be notified in a few ways. First, when you go to your YouTube Studio dashboard, you'll get this nice little congratulations pop-up letting you know that you're now a YouTube partner and you could start monetizing your content as well as get support via chat or email, which is huge, trust me. Then you'll also receive an email that should look something like this. Again, congratulating you on your acceptance, but also including some helpful tips to getting started and whatnot. And I highly recommend checking those out when you have some extra time. But remember, if you signed up with a brand new AdSense account and you've been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, there are still a few extra steps you'll need to take in order to get paid. So next, let's go over what those steps are. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the 4 requirements necessary in order to receive payment in your Google AdSense account. This is very important because even if you've been approved to be a YouTube partner, if your AdSense payment info isn't set up properly, you won't receive any revenue from YouTube. So let's ensure that you're all ready to go to receive funds from YouTube. Okay, so in order to get paid in AdSense, you'll need to do 4 things. First, you'll need to provide your tax information. Second, you'll need to confirm your personal information. Third, you'll need to select and set up your form of payment. And finally, you'll need to meet the payment threshold before payment can be sent to you. So with that being said, let's walk through each one of those steps. Okay, first, providing your tax information. And to do this, you'll need to sign into your Google AdSense account that you initially signed up with. Then within the sidebar menu on the left-hand side of the screen, click on where it says Payments. And then from that submenu, select Payments Info. Then from here, in the Settings card, click on where it says Manage Settings. Then scroll down to the Payments Profile section, and under the Tax Info section, click that little pencil icon. And I've already filled out my tax info, obviously, it's blurred out, but if this is your first time doing it, you'll probably need to click on something that says Manage Tax Info, and then you'll be asked a series of questions to complete the appropriate tax form. If you're unsure about which forms to fill out, it's highly recommended that you consult a tax advisor. Now, please note that all monetizing creators on YouTube, regardless of your location in the world, are required to provide this tax information. Then after that's done, you'll move on to the second requirement, which is to confirm your personal information. And this consists of 2 potential parts. The first is verifying your payment address, which is required for everyone. Then the second is verifying your identity, which is only required in some instances. First, let's go through verifying your payment address. And this will only happen once you reach the address payment threshold, which is $10 US or whatever the equivalent is in your currency. So once your YouTube videos start earning ad revenue and you reach the $10 US threshold or whatever the equivalent is in your currency, Google will mail you a 6-digit personal identification number, which is your PIN. And this could take 2 to 4 weeks to arrive in your payment address mailbox, but it may take longer depending on your location, just FYI. But once your PIN arrives, which will more than likely be in an envelope that looks something like this, you'll need to enter that PIN into your Google AdSense account. And if you're having trouble receiving your PIN, I've linked to Google's help doc in the video description below that has a video and step-by-step instructions on how to get your PIN, resend the PIN, and resolve any issues with it. But once you receive the PIN in your mailbox, you'll need to enter it into your Google AdSense account to verify your payment address. So, after you get the PIN, within your Google account, click on Payments again, and then this time select Verification Check. And from here, you'll enter the PIN that was sent to you in that envelope. And I have obviously already submitted mine, but there will be a submit button here. Simply click that for verification. And then once you're verified, you'll get a notification here that it has been successfully verified and completed. Again, if you're having trouble with the PIN process, review the PIN help doc linked in the video description below and try requesting your PIN again. You can request your PIN up to 3 times, and you have 4 months from the date your PIN is generated to enter it into your AdSense account. After 4 months, monetization on your channel will be paused until the PIN payment address verification is complete, just FYI. Okay, next, let's go over verifying your identity. This is the other potential step in confirming your personal information, and please keep in mind that this identity verification is only required in certain countries. So, if you are required to complete identity verification, you'll need to do so before you can verify your payment address. And the way Google typically handles this is they will email you and ask you to provide information like your name, address, or date of birth. Again, please know that if you are required to verify your identity, you'll be notified via email from Google, and you'll see a message in your YouTube Studio letting you know that you'll need to verify your identity. You'll also see instructions on how to do this in the Payments section of your AdSense account. Please note that if you don't complete the identity verification within 45 days, monetization on your YouTube channel will be paused. So keep an eye out for those verification notices. The next step in the payment process is that you'll need to select and set up your form of payment. To do this, you'll first need to meet the payment method selection threshold. Again, this is $10 for people in the United States, but the amounts vary depending on your location and currency. If you need some more clarification on the payment thresholds in your location, check out the Payment Thresholds help doc that I've linked to in the video description below. Once you meet the threshold, you can select your form of payment. And depending on your payment address, you can choose between a check, electronic funds transfer, or wire transfer. And to set up your form of payment, within your AdSense account, click on Payments in the left-hand sidebar menu, and then select Payments Info. Then, within the How You Get Paid card, click the Add Payments method. I've obviously added my payment method, so that's why my screen looks different than yours if you're just starting out, but select your payment method here so you can properly receive payments from Google. And finally, as we discussed earlier, you'll need to meet the payment threshold in order to receive payment, which is the amount your account balance has to reach before you can get paid. And this is $100 for people in the United States, but again, the amounts may vary depending on your location and currency. And you can see what those are in the Payment Thresholds doc linked in the video description below. Okay, I know that process seems tedious and it may take some time to complete, but trust me, it's worth it once you're done. You can always monitor your status in the Earn section of your YouTube Studio, and then from here, you'll be notified when the Getting Paid setup has been completed. Okay, now that you're officially set to start monetizing your content, let's go over how to properly enable monetization in your YouTube Studio so that you can start earning revenue with your videos. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the process of turning on watch page ads and Shorts feed ads so that you can officially start monetizing your YouTube content. And without getting into the weeds, all this means is that once we turn these ads on, you'll start earning revenue. Advertisers bid to display their ads on your YouTube videos, and the revenue generated by those ads is shared between YouTube and the content creator, which is you. So with that being said, let's turn the ads on so that this channel can start earning money. Okay, first head over to the Earn section of your YouTube Studio if you're not there already. Then from here, now that you've been approved to be a YouTube partner, you'll be presented with the various ways that you could start earning money with YouTube. And as you can see, you have a handful of ways to start generating revenue with your content. Now, in this tutorial, we'll only be going over watch page ads and Shorts feed ads, but there are also memberships, supers, and shopping. You can click on each tab to get a better idea of what they do and to turn those monetization features on. But again, in this video, we're going to be turning on watch page ads and Shorts feed ads. And before we do, if you scroll down, YouTube has some helpful resources that I highly recommend checking out when you have some extra time. They explain different ways you can earn, as well as present ways to access support should you have any issues or need assistance with the YouTube Partner Program. Alright, with that being said, let's get started by turning on the ads for this YouTube channel. So go ahead and click either the Get Started button in the Watch Page Ads card, or select the Watch Page Ads tab from that little menu there, which is what I'm going to do for the sake of this example. Then from here, simply click the Turn On button, and next you'll be presented with the watch page terms. Go ahead and review those terms, and when you're ready, check the box next to where it says I accept the watch page terms, and then click the Accept and Next button. Next, you'll need to review your ad defaults. And what this means is that YouTube selects and places ads on each of your videos, but the placement and types of ads can vary. As you can see, they list out the potential location of the ads, as well as the type of ads that will play before, during, or after your videos. However, you do have some control over where these ads play. And for this particular example, my videos can't have any interruptions, meaning I can't have ads playing during my videos, only before and after. In that case, under the additional ad settings, I'll uncheck this box next to where it says place ads during video mid-roll, and doing so will essentially tell YouTube not to run ads during my videos. Now, will this have a negative impact on my earnings? Probably, but for my content and my audience, I can't have ads interrupting my videos. It's just the nature of my content. So I'm unchecking this box, which is turning off the mid-roll ads. Again, this is a personal preference and you aren't required to do this, but you can also manually determine how the ads display on each of your individual videos when you upload them to YouTube. And I'll show you how to do that in a few moments. But again, this is the default setting. So I'm choosing not to have the mid-roll ads display on my videos when I upload them by default. But again, I can manually change it when I upload my videos if I need to. Okay, moving on. So go ahead and click the next button. And here YouTube is asking you which videos you want to monetize. By default, they'll monetize all of your existing videos so that you don't have to manually turn on monetization for each video one by one. However, you do have the option to do that by selecting the second option there if you'd like. But I'm going to let YouTube do that for me, so I'll keep that first option selected. And they even have this nice little video explaining the process in greater detail that you could check out if you'd like. But when you're ready and you've made your selection, go ahead and click the Monetize All button. And in a few seconds, we'll get this little notification letting us know that my videos are now earning from ads and are officially monetized. Now, we just implemented this so there won't be any analytics to really view, but later on in the video, I'll show you how to access your analytics and monitor your earnings once you get things up and running for a few days. Okay, next, let's do the same thing for our YouTube Shorts. Now, I currently don't have any shorts on this channel, but I probably will in the future. In that case, I'll definitely want to turn on the monetization for the Shorts content. And if you're new to Shorts, they're like YouTube's version of TikToks or Reels. They're short-form vertical content, and it's typically viewed on a mobile device. So to monetize your Shorts, go ahead and select Shorts Feed Ads from the menu there. And then click the Turn On button. And once again, review the Shorts feed terms. And when you're ready, check the box next to where it says, I accept the short feed's terms. And click the Accept button. Then in a few seconds, the ads are turned on. Now, since this is short form content, ads only run before and after the shorts, I believe. They don't run during or mid-roll because of how short the content is. So all you have to do here is turn the ads on and you're good to go. All right, so that's going to do it for turning on the monetization for this channel. Now, you do have additional monetization strategies that you can review and implement here if you'd like. However, these are a bit more involved, and the nature of my channel's content doesn't really utilize memberships, supers, or shopping at the moment. But again, these are some great ways to add to your channel's monetization strategy and earn more revenue with your content. Okay, moving on. Next, I want to show you how to manually enable or disable monetization for individual videos. So if you head over to the content section of your YouTube Studio by clicking on Content in the left sidebar menu, you'll see that now that you're a YouTube partner, there will be a monetization column within your video listings where all the videos have been monetized because that's what I asked YouTube to do during the watch page ads portion of the video. But you can manually turn monetization on and off here in this column if you need to. Simply click that little drop-down menu next to the video that you want to change, and from that menu, you can turn monetization off and on. Now, I obviously want to keep it on, so I'm not going to change it, but this is how you would turn monetization off or back on for individual videos. Just remember to save your changes if you make any. Okay, next, if you decide that you need to reconfigure your default upload monetization policy, you can do so in your channel settings. Just click that settings gear icon in the lower left corner of your studio, and from here, open the Upload Defaults tab. Then, open the Monetization tab, and if you recall, I decided to turn off the mid-roll ads for all of my videos that I upload. But if you decide that you want to turn them on, you can do so here. Again, this is the upload default setting, so if you change this, it'll be implemented on all uploaded videos from here on out. I just wanted to show you how to reconfigure this in your settings if you needed to. Okay, next, let me show you how to configure the monetization settings when you upload a video. So let's fast forward to the upload steps, and as you can see, I've already uploaded my new video and I've begun to go through the required steps outlined here towards the top of the upload screen. And now that you're a YouTube partner, you're probably noticing that there are some additional steps added to the upload process. We now have monetization, ad suitability, and checks added to the upload process. So let's take a closer look at what those are and how to go about them. All right, so after you've entered your video details, when you click the next button, you'll be taken to the monetization settings for this particular video. Remember, by default, I set it so that the monetization was turned on, but the mid-roll ads won't display, which is the current setting for this video. However, here in the monetization section, you can change that for this particular video if you'd like. Again, giving you some flexibility on how ads run on each video. Pretty cool. Then when you click the next button, you'll be taken to the ad suitability section. And this is a critical step that ensures content creators align their videos with YouTube's advertising guidelines to monetize their content effectively. And during this stage, creators are prompted to disclose the presence of any content in their video that might impact its eligibility for advertising, such as explicit language, violence, adult content, or controversial issues. Just open the tabs right there next to the content that's in your video to disclose that that type of content is in your video. This self-assessment helps YouTube determine the appropriateness of the video for different advertisers and plays a significant role in how the video is monetized. This process is designed to maintain a balance between the creator's freedom of expression and the advertiser's need to associate their brands with suitable content, ensuring a healthy, sustainable ecosystem for both parties. However, if you know that your video doesn't contain any of these content themes, go ahead and check that box next to where it says none of the above. And before you submit your rating, please know that once you submit your response, you won't be able to change your response, just FYI. But whenever you're ready, click the Submit Rating button, and your rating is saved and sent to YouTube. Moving on to the next step, which is video elements. Now, this doesn't pertain to monetization, so I'm going to skip it for this example, and we'll move on to the next screen, which is the checks. Now, this is where YouTube checks your video for copyright or ad suitability issues that may restrict its visibility or monetization. However, if issues are found, you'll have an opportunity to fix those issues before publishing your video. Also, the checks will not run until the SD has finished processing, which you can monitor down here. When the SD is done, it'll be the color blue. Also, these checks aren't final, and issues may come up in the future that impact your video. That's just the nature of this business. So just stay aware and on top of any checks that may come up so that you can keep monetization turned on for all of your videos. YouTube does a great job of alerting you when you need to address this, so just keep an eye out for notifications and alerts if you think there may be an issue in the future. Okay, so that's going to do it for manually setting the monetization for an individual video upload. Moving on. Next, let's quickly go over how to access and view your video monetization analytics. All right, in this portion of the tutorial, we're going to quickly go over how to access your monetization analytics. This is essential for YouTube creators because it provides valuable insights into your earnings and how different videos contribute to your financial success on the platform. And these analytics help creators understand which content is most appealing to the audience and advertisers, thereby informing content strategy and optimization for better ad revenue. All right, so now that you've started to monetize your content, YouTube will give you a quick summary of your earnings here in your YouTube Studio dashboard. And the summary is for the last 28 days and includes views, watch time in hours, and estimated revenue. Then, to get a more detailed overview of your earnings, if you open the Analytics tab, you'll be taken to your channel analytics dashboard where you can view performance, traffic, subscriber count, and much more. However, for this video, I want to show you how to monitor your revenue analytics. So if you click the Revenue tab here in this menu, you'll be able to analyze metrics such as estimated earnings, views, engagement rates, and ad performance. And this can help you to identify trends, assess the effectiveness of your content in attracting lucrative ads, and make informed decisions on how to tailor your content to maximize monetization opportunities. Additionally, understanding these analytics enables you to spot potential issues early, such as videos not being advertiser friendly or experiencing sudden drops in revenue, allowing for timely adjustments. In essence, monetization analytics are a critical tool for creators aiming to sustain and grow their channel's financial viability and success. So I highly recommend getting familiar with these reports and make it a habit to review them from time to time as you begin to grow as a YouTube partner and creator. Alright, that's a wrap on this guide to applying and joining the YouTube Partner Program. We've walked through the essential steps from meeting the eligibility requirements to filling out your application and shared some tips on enabling monetization on your YouTube channel. And remember, becoming a part of the YouTube Partner Program opens up a world of opportunities for monetization, community building, and content creation on a platform that reaches billions. So best of luck to you, and I wish you nothing but continued success with your YouTube channel. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're thinking about starting a blog, you got to check out my step-by-step tutorials. They'll show you everything you need to know in order to build, grow, and monetize a professional WordPress blog. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.